Hello everyone, now we'll see the new chapter, that is the matrices. Total weightage of this chapter is 9 mark. 1 mark 1 question will be there, 3 mark 1 and 5 mark 1. First we'll see what is a matrix. Let us assume that in your family there are 4 members are there. Let me name that one as A, B, C and D. And everyone wants to buy some number of pen, book and let me consider chocolates. Okay, they want to buy pen, book and chocolate. All the 5 members will say to the person F to bring everything. And this fellow A says that he wants 2 pen, 3 book and 4 chocolates. And B says that he wants 1 pen, 2 book and 3 chocolate. What this fellow will do is, he'll arrange those numbers in some manner. What he'll do, he'll write A, B, C, D like this and he'll write pen is here and book, then he'll write chocolates. So clear? And this fellow wants 2 pens and 4 books and 6 chocolates. This fellow wants 1 pen, 2 book and 3 chocolates. And C tells that he wants 2 pen and 4 book and 1 chocolate. And D says that he don't want any pen, so 0, and book will be 4. He wants 4 books and he wants 6 chocolates. In this way he'll arrange. So what he did here, he arranged the numbers in a some manner, right? This is called the matrix. The matrix is nothing but, the definition says that matrix is an order, there should be some order rectangular arrangement of numbers or functions. Is it clear? The matrix is an rectangular arrangement of the numbers or the functions in some manner. There should be some order. So we'll represent this is a one matrix. Here, can you say how many rows are there? This is the first row, right? This is the first row and this will be the second row and this is the third row. Number of rows is here 3. Number of columns, and this is the first column, this is the second column and this will be the third column and this will be the fourth column, right? Here number of pens it will gives you, if you add, this is the number of books and this is the number of chocolates. Here the requirements of A, here the requirements of B, this is the requirement of C and this is the requirement of D, right? So matrix is a rectangular arrangement of the numbers or functions. Let me consider another example. Let me write the example as here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is a one matrix, right? We have arranged the numbers in some manner. Now, can you say how many rows are there here? Number of rows will be here 1, 2. Number of columns 1, 2 and 3. Here, next the important thing is order of a matrix. This is a very important one. Order of a matrix. Order of a matrix is nothing but you have to write number of the rows into number of columns. So order of this matrix will be, first you have to write the number of rows. How many rows are there? 2, right? Number of rows is 2 and number of columns is 3. So this is the order of a matrix. Order of this matrix is 2 by 3. Usually we will write here. This is a matrix of order 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means the number of rows is 2 and number of columns is 3. If I consider 4 cross 5 matrix, this is the, if it is the order of the matrix, then it shows that number of rows in that matrix is 4 and number of columns is 5. You are not supposed to interchange this one. First always rows, then column. Okay. So order of this matrix is 2 cross 3. Usually we represent the order, matrix is by, this is the element Aij. Okay. A is a matrix with element Aij, and order of a matrix, it may be anything. We will consider here in general M into N. This shows that the order of a matrix is M cross N, elements is Aij. This is the element in the ith row and jth column. This is the element in the ith row and jth column. See, here you can see this one. I can represent this element as A11. This is the element in the first row, first column. Second X will be A1, 2. I mean this is the first. I told you that always first will be row. So this is in the element in the first row and second column. A12. Next will be A13. That is in the first row and third column. Can you say this one? Now this will be A21 because the element in the second row and the first column. This will be A22. Element in the second row, second column. This will be now A23. Element in the second row and third column. So the element, if I say A34, this is the element in the third row and the fourth column. Here Aij means this is the element in the ith row and jth column. Is it clear? I hope you understood this one. Matrix is the rectangular arrangement of numbers. Order of a matrix is represented by m into n. This is the first you have to represent the number of rows by number of columns, and Aij is the element in the ith row and jth column. Is clear? Let me consider another example so that you can understand it better. I'll consider the matrix as 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 and 0. Now this is a matrix, right? Now can you say what is the order of this matrix? First I have to write the number of rows. How many rows are there? 1, 2 and 3. So number of rows is 3. How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3. So number of rows and columns are equal, right? The order of this matrix is 3 by 3. Now this element is in the form of, this is now A11. The element in the first row, first column. This will be now A12. Element in the first row, second column. A13. Element in the first row and third column. Now can you say what is the element A23? A23 means the element should be in the second row and third column. What is the second row? This is the second row, right? And third column is this one. So this will be the now element A23. A23 will be 8. So this is now A21, right? This is A22 and this will be A23. Next it will be the element in the third row and the first column. This is the third row, second column. This is the third row, third column. That is A3. I hope you understood this one. Matrix is a arrangement of numbers. Order is first you have to write the number of rows into number of columns. Now we will see the equality of matrices. Equality of matrices. Okay. What is the difference between matrix and matrices? Matrix is nothing but 1. Matrices is more than 1. Okay. Now equality means there should be more than one matrix, right? So if it is more than one only, we can say whether the matrix is equal or not equal. So equality of matrix. Two matrices, let me consider the matrix as A is equal to the matrix with the element Aij and B is the another matrix with the element Bij. Is it clear? We have considered the two matrix Aij and Bij. This is the element of the matrix A and these are the elements of a matrix B. To say two matrices are equal, first of all their order should be same. So if it is this is a matrix of order m cross n, m by n, this should be also m by n. First thing is the order should be same. Order is same. This is the first condition. Second condition is to say two matrices are equal, corresponding element should be equal. Corresponding elements should be equal. I mean it should be a same matrix. If it is a same matrix, then only we can say that the matrix is equal. If I consider order of this matrix A11, let me consider this is the order 2 by 2. So this is now A11, 2 by 2 means A11, A12. This will be A21 and A22. Order should be same. So this will be the matrix B11 and B12. So this is now B21 and B22. To say these two are equal, A11 should be equal to B1. Corresponding element should be equal. That means A11 should be equal to B11. A12 should be equal to B12. A21 should be equal to B21. And A22 should be equal to B22. I mean there should be a same matrix. If it is a matrix is same, then only the two matrices are equal. So this is an equal matrix. If I consider example, if it is here 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. To say the matrix is equal, this should be 1, 2, 3, 4 only. Then the matrix will be equal. First of all, their order should be same. then the corresponding element should be same, then you can say that the matrices are equal matrices. Okay. Now we'll see the types of matrix. These types are very important. You can expect one more question from this, and these concepts are very important to understand the remaining concept also. Okay, first we'll see what is a column matrix. A matrix is said to be a column matrix if it has only one column. A matrix is said to be a column matrix that should contain only one column. Example, can you say for this one, first one, what is the example? Example, one column should be there. If I write 1, 2 and 3. Now, what is the order of this matrix? Can you say? Order of matrix is number of rows 1, 2 and 3. Number of rows is 3 and number of columns is 1. So 3 by 1 matrix. To say the column matrix, it should contain only one column. Now what will be the order of this matrix in general? It will be always n by 1, right? Column is fixed. Number of columns should be equal to 1 and number of rows may be anything. That is called the column matrix. Next it is a row matrix if it has only one row. Simple, row matrix means it should contain only one row. Example, I can write like this, right? 1, 2 and 3. What is the order of this matrix? How many rows are there? 1. And number of columns? 1, 2 and 3. So this is a 1 by 3 matrix. So in general, what is the order of the row matrix? It will be always 1 by n. Number of rows is fixed, that is 1, and number of columns may be anything. That is the row matrix. Next is the square matrix. A matrix in which number of rows are equal to the number of columns. If it is the number of rows and number of columns are equal, then it is called the square matrix. Important one, define square matrix. What you have to write? Number of columns, a matrix is said to be a square matrix if the number of rows is equal to the number of columns. So for example, let me consider the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9. Now, can you say what is the order of this matrix? Number of rows is 1, 2, 3, right? Number of columns is 3. So, this is a matrix of order 3. Directly we can say square matrix of order 3, right? Because the number of rows and columns are equal. Now, in this, the important thing are these 1, 5 and 9, these are called the diagonal elements of a square matrix. We can find the diagonal elements only for the square matrix, not for the other one. So, the 1, 5, 9 are called the diagonal elements and the remaining element, that is 2, 3, 6, 4, 8, 7 are called the non-diagonal elements. Here 1, 5 and 9 are called the diagonal elements. Diagonal elements. Here you can observe this element is A11, this element is A22 and this is A33. So diagonal elements means Aij. Here I will be equal to j. These are called the diagonal elements. Remaining elements are called the non-diagonal elements. Important part, diagonal elements are here 1, 5 and 9. If I consider that 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now this is a matrix. Is it a square matrix? Yes, order is same. I mean number of rows and number of columns are same. That is a 2 by 2 matrix. What are the diagonal elements here? 2 and 5. That is A11 and A22, right? These are the diagonal elements and these are the non-diagonal elements. I hope you understood this one. Now is the next type, that is called the diagonal matrix. A square matrix A is equal to Aij. To define a diagonal matrix, it should be a square matrix. Is said to be a diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are 0. I mean only the diagonal element should present and remaining elements should be equal to 0. You know about the diagonal and non-diagonal elements, right? Diagonal elements we can find only in the square matrix. I'll consider example 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0 and 3. So here this is a square matrix, right? The square matrix of order 3. This is a 3 by 3 matrix. Here you can see this one. This is the diagonal elements. 1, 2, 3 is a diagonal elements. All the non-diagonal elements are equal to 0. So this is the example for the diagonal matrix. Here in this case the value of Aij should be equal to 0. Aij equal to 0 if the value of I is not equal to j, because only the diagonal element present here. Okay, is it clear? That is about the diagonal matrix. Next matrix is scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix. I mean, to define a scalar matrix, it should be a diagonal matrix. Is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are equal. In this case, the diagonal elements are not equal. If the diagonal elements are also equal, then it is called the scalar matrix. For example, if I consider this is 2, 0, 0, 0, 2 and 0. This will be 0, 0, 2. Here you can see this one. This is a diagonal matrix, right? All the diagonal elements are present and the non-diagonal elements are equal to 0. So this is a diagonal matrix. And one more thing, here all the diagonal elements are equal. If it is a diagonal elements are also equal, then it is called the scalar matrix. All the scalar matrices are diagonal matrix, but all the diagonal matrix need not be a scalar matrix. Is it clear? Now here we can write the value of aij should be equal to 0 if I is not equal to j, and if aij will be equal to some constant k if it is I is equal to j. Here the constant will be 2. This is also order of this matrix is 3 by 3. Next matrix is identity matrix, a square matrix in which diagonal elements are all 1 and rest all are 0. I mean, identity matrix is also a scalar matrix. In the square matrix, all the diagonal elements should be equal to 1 and the remaining non-diagonal elements should be equal to 0. For example, I can write this as 1, 1 and 1. This will be 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is 0 and 0. So this matrix is called the identity matrix. Identity matrix is also a scalar matrix. Is it clear? Identity matrix means all the diagonal elements should be equal to 1 and non-diagonal elements should be equal to 0. This is the identity matrix of order 3. This is the order 3 cross 3, and the identity matrix of order 2 will be of the form 1, 0 and 0, 1. Right? Here all the diagonal elements equal to 1 and the non-diagonal elements will be equal to 0. Important one, identity matrix. This is the identity matrix of order 2 and this is the identity matrix of order 3. Next one more is there, zero matrix. The name only says what is zero matrix. If all the elements of a matrix is equal to 0, then it is called the zero matrix. If all the elements of a matrix, is equal to 0, then it is called the zero matrix. Example, any zero matrix, 0, 0, 0 and 0. All the elements are equal to 0, it is called the zero matrix. And one more thing, the identity matrix is represented by the letter I. This is a representation. Next is transpose of a matrix. Okay, important one. If A is equal to Aij of order m into n, then the transpose of a matrix is obtained by interchanging its rows and columns, and that is called the transpose of a matrix A, and it is defined by A dash or A transpose. Just the thing is, you have to interchange the rows and columns. If it is a matrix A is of order 2 by 3, then the A transpose will be of the order 3 by 2. I mean, let me consider one example. If I consider A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Now this is a matrix of order 2 by 3. Yes, 2 rows are there and 3 columns. Now the transpose of this will be 8 transpose. I have to interchange the rows and columns. So this is a row now. 1, 2, 3 is the row. Now I have to write here 1, 2, 3 as column. Here 4, 5, 6 is the row and here 4, 5, 6 will be the column. Just interchanging the rows and columns. What is the order of this matrix? Now the number of rows is 3 and the number of columns is 1, 2. So the order of matrix will be here 2 by 3 and this will be 3 by 2. Just remember, this transpose of a matrix is obtained by just interchanging the rows and columns of a matrix. Okay. Next is the symmetric matrix, important one. A square matrix A is equal to Aij. So I mean the symmetric matrix can be defined only for the square matrix. Is said to be a symmetric if A transpose should be equal to A. If it is the transpose of that matrix is equal to the same A, then it is called the symmetric matrix, that is Aij is equal to Aji. If you interchange the element of that matrix, that should be same. For example, let me consider, I'll write the diagonals 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So here 4 is, this should be equal to 4 and here it is 5, this should be equal to 5 and this will be 6. Now you can see this one, these are the diagonal elements, right? And here this and this element is equal, this one and this one is equal, this and this one is equal. If you want, you can check this one. This is a matrix A. A transpose will be equal to, what is A transpose? Here 1, 4, 5 is it. That is the row. I have tried as a column. That is 1, 4 and 5. Here next 4, 2, 6. Here it will be 4, 2 and 6. Next it is 5, 6, 3. Here it is row. Here it should be a column 5, 6, 3. Right. This is the order of this matrix is 3 by 3. Now we can see this one 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5. 4, 2, 6, 4, 2, 6. 5, 6, 3, 5, 6, 3. Right. So A and A transpose both are equal. Such matrix is called the symmetric matrix. Here Aij is equal to Aji. I mean here the element you can see this one A1, 2 should be equal to Aij is equal to Aji. That is A2, 1 and A1, 3 should be equal to A3, 1 and here this one A2, 3 should be equal to A3, 2. If it is A and A transpose is same, then it is called the symmetric matrix. Next is skew symmetric matrix, important one. A square matrix A is said to be symmetric. A should be equal to A transpose, right? To say it is a skew symmetric, A should be equal to minus of A transpose. That is Aij, the element Aij should be equal to minus Aji. Okay. If it is the element I is equal to j, what is the element I is equal to j means? It will be A11, A22, A33. Those are the diagonal elements, right? If it is I is equal to j, what happens here? Aii is equal to minus Aii, right? If I take this one here, Aii plus 2 Aii will be A2 Aii is equal to 0. That means 2 can't be equal to 0. That is Aii should be equal to 0. So that means this shows that in the skew symmetric matrix the diagonal element is always equal to 0. But in the symmetric matrix the diagonal elements need not be 0. But in the skew symmetric diagonal elements should be equal to 0. Let me consider one example. A will be, as I told you, the diagonal element should be equal to 0. I'll consider 0, 0 and 0. Here I'll write 2, 3 and minus 4. So this should be now minus 2 and here 3 is there. So this should be minus 3. Here it is minus 4 is there. This will be 4. Now we can see this one. This is I have considered as A. If I find the A transpose, what it will be? 0, 2, 3 is a row. Now it will be 0, 2, 3 and minus 2, 0, minus 4. Minus 2, 0, minus 4 and this is minus 3, 4, 0, minus 3, 4 and 0. Here you can see this one 0, minus 2, minus 3 is there. Here 0, 2, 3 is there. Only negative is missing. That's why A is equal to minus A transpose. If I multiply by the negative sign, here it will be plus and this is plus and this will be minus and this will be minus, right? And this is minus and this will be plus. So if it is A is equal to minus A transpose, then it is called the skew symmetric matrix. Symmetric and skew symmetric matrix defined only for the square matrix. Remember this one, important one. Some more types are there for JEE students. First one is a triangular matrix. If each element above or below the principal diagonal is 0, then it is called the triangular matrix. There are two types. One is the upper triangular and the lower triangular matrix. Let me consider one example. 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 4, 5, 6. Here you can see this one. 1, 2, 3 is called the diagonal, right? 1, 2, 3 is the diagonal. All the elements above the principal diagonal is 0 and below the elements are present. Now this is called the lower triangular matrix. This is the lower triangular matrix. And if I consider this one, 1, 2, 3, here I write 0, 0, 0, 4, 5 and 6. Here you can see this. Here the diagonal elements are 1, 2, 3. All the elements above the principal diagonal are present and below the principal diagonal is 0. Then it is called the upper triangular matrix. You understood the difference between the lower triangular and the upper triangular matrix. Next one is the trace of a matrix. The sum of elements of a square matrix. The sum of diagonal elements of a square matrix. You know that diagonal elements can be found in the only in the square matrix, right? So sum of the diagonal elements of a square matrix is called the trace of a matrix. Next one, this is an important one, very important one. Orthogonal matrix. Square matrix is A is called a orthogonal if A into A transpose is equal to I. You know about this one. A is a square matrix. A transpose means you have to interchange the rows and columns. Then you have to multiply these two. Multiplication you will study in the next session. Okay, you have to multiply these two. If it is, this is equal to I. I means the identity matrix. You know that identity matrix. Then it is called the orthogonal matrix. Important one. Next is the idempotent matrix. A square matrix A is said to be a idempotent if A square is equal to A. If you multiply the two matrix A and A, you have to multiply the same matrix. If you get again if it is equal to A, then it is called the idempotent matrix. Important one, triangular, upper triangular and lower triangular, then trace of a matrix, then orthogonal and the idempotent of a matrix. Next is the involutory matrix. A square matrix A is said to be an involutory matrix if A square is equal to I. You have to multiply the matrix A and A. This should be equal to the identity matrix. Then it is called the involutory matrix. Next one is a nilpotent matrix. A matrix A is equal to Aij of order n into n. I mean it's a square matrix. If there exists a P belongs to n, there should exist a one natural number such that A to the power P is equal to 0. Here 0 is the 0 matrix. If it is a matrix A is of order 3, then you have to get the 0 matrix is of order 3. Is it clear? So this is the now 0 matrix. If it is A is a matrix of order 2, then this 0 should be the matrix of order 2. This is called the, if it is A to the power P is equal to 0, then it is called the nilpotent matrix. Periodic matrix. A matrix A is periodic if A to the power K plus 1 is equal to A, where K is a positive integer. Here you have to raise the power of K plus 1 should be equal to A. Here K is the least positive integer. If it is this is true, then it is called the periodic about the value of K. Then it is called the periodic matrix.